Welcome to the Camberley Judo Club Kettle classes. My name is Danny Williams. I'm an Olympian, Commonwealth Games champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, and I'm also one of the coaches at Camberley Judo Club. Each week we will learn a basic fundamental skill in the time that it takes to boil the kettle, and I challenge you to practice every time you're waiting to make a hot drink over the next 7 days. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the inner thigh side step. So last week we looked at the inner thigh throw, uchimata, where we connect our hip and send our leg up the middle, which is probably one of the most impressive of all the judo throws. This week we're going to look at a simple counter. Okay, it is really simple. It's the version that was shown to me by my coach at Camberley Judo Club, Luke Preston. All right, let's get into it. All right, so for this example, we're going to imagine that we're fighting an opposite-sided opponent, easiest way to kind of visualise the scenario here. And we always talk about going opposite with the hands. So I'm kind of pushing, leaning in towards the collar and pulling the sleeve here. We're both doing that. And a lot of the time against the opposite side, it becomes a battle of who can get the sleeve to them. All right, so we're going to imagine that our opponent's trying to stick their hip to us and will be coming up as if they're almost lifting this leg up to throw us forwards over there. Okay, so obviously the counter becomes a lot about timing. First rule of any counter is not to get thrown. So we've got to get out the way. All right, and our partner very often commits so much that they're virtually throwing themselves. So from there, all I'm going to practice doing is getting my hip and my leg out the way. And I do that by moving my front foot, look, behind me over there and going really hard opposite with my hands. So think opponent steps and turns in, boom, I'm getting out the way here. Okay, I will be throwing them once they step out over this way, and you can literally just push them. That's all we're going to look at. Some people step in for like tai toshi or even counter the uchimata with another uchimata. We'll just look at the push today. So from here, as the opponent comes in, step off to there. Okay, I'm bringing that foot right behind here. So step off. Once we get good at that, we can just bring the feet together momentarily and come back. Okay, so from there, boom, and then I would move across my opponent to finish them. Because remember, they're going to be turning in here. They've missed us. We're to the side, and we're going to get countered off to that side with that push. All right, so most simple way, step all the way out. Second most simple, boom, here. Probably the best, but most effective, takes a bit more practice, is almost just turning the knee to get out the way here and slightly drag the big toenail. So partner comes in, opposite with the hands, foot out the way. Foot out the way here, and then step back across, okay, to finish the counter off for the inner thigh side step. So remember, we've got one, simple, slightly less simple, feet together, probably the most effective but more practice. Drop the knee, drag the toenail, and drive off, staying hard opposite with the hands for the inner thigh side step. Okay, each week I send out a free weekly newsletter. It's called the Grappler's Weekly Weigh-In, and in it I just discuss any useful articles or tutorials that I've been watching that can be of benefit to all the grappling sports. So Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling and all that. Okay, so as always, if you, you can find the link to subscribe to that newsletter at the subscribe section at dannywilliamsgbr.com. Or, as always, if you've enjoyed that video, please check out Camberley Judo Club on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. And for more info on the club, go to camberleyjudo.co.uk, and we'll see you next week for another Camberley Judo Club Kettle class.